Ladies and gentlemen, the show will commence. Well, it could have been worse. You know, I'm in here in the studio making exactly the type of music I want to do. All of this album, it's the first one I've done in 10 years of, like, my own stuff, which is just about the right time in my life to be doing it, because I've had a band which has been playing together for 2 or 3 years. We know each other really well. So having done kind of more mainstream 70s hard bop type of jazz stuff, now we've played enough together that we've got our own identity, and it's nice to be doing some original music. I didn't really have any specific idea as to what this album should be. It's just a collection of the songs that I wrote over 3 or 4 weeks when I went off to the mountains in Poland and just shacked up in a, what do you call them things? Some kind of mini chalet scenario. And so, like, you know, it's like nice walks and a lot of space to think and no business and no nothing. And it's a good place to start, is from absolute silence, then just see what comes into your head. So, yeah, there's some semi-rockish stuff and there's some bluesish stuff. There's some, I got quite into some Latin styles of beat, because that just leaves the melodic solos with so much freedom, because you've got the interest from the rest of the band with the rhythm and that. Well, I moved to Krakows like about 6-7 years ago, and one of the prime reasons for being there, as well as it being a beautiful town within close range of beautiful nature and stuff, is that it's the heart of the Polish jazz scene, which is well respected worldwide. I happen to be living, either coincidentally or not, 200 metres away from the nearest jazz club, and I met all my mates in that. And I heard all of these amazing musicians who are kind of been going through apprentice type of scenario with a guy called Janusz Muniak, who's one of the great old masters of Polish jazz. My piano player, Piotrek Wyliżol, he plays with Jarek Śmietana on a regular level. Like my drummer, Paweł Dobrowolski, he plays with Anna Maria Jopek, who's a very important singer who's done work with Pat Metheny and various other interesting people like Manu Katché, for instance. Stefan Grappelli came to our school, like Yehudi Menuhin school, like when I was about 11 or 12, and that really turned me on to the possibilities of the violin playing in improvised forms of music. And when he asked, like, all of us kids as a kind of joke, look, anyone want to play? I had my fiddle there and I said, yeah. And he was a little bit put out, but then I got up there and he was really happy that, like, there was, like, some guy from 3 generations underneath him interested in the same music. Someone like Yehudi Menuhin, very open-minded geezer who was like into Indian music and into jazz and gypsy music. He appreciated it, you know, even if he couldn't actually play the music, that didn't prevent him from being open-minded towards it, whereas a lot of the old-fashioned maestros of that period would have been very narrow-minded about other types of music, and they'd have been adhering to the normal conservatoire route of, if you touch another type of music, it's going to irreparably damage your classical playing. Yehudi was totally different than that. It's called the Anorexic, and it's like inspired by Posh Spice. But basically, it's great to have a violin which is skeletal structure, because then it obliterates all the problems that you could get with feedback. And also having this pure sound from the violin not affected by the body of it means you can put it through electric effects much more successfully. I've got like a volume pedal first, and then like a wah-wah, which is great for if you just put it, even not doing the wah-wah effect, but just find a position for it. And then it can make the violin sound totally different. And it's very anarchic. It's kind of like archaic effects. They're old boss effects, like for guitar, really. But it seems to work nice with the violin. A lot of jazz fiddle players are very inspired by horn playing. And I do love, you know, Wayne Shorter or like Coltrane or, well, some of the trumpet players like Freddie Hubbard or Fats Navarro. But guitar really hit me hard as well, listening to people like, you know, Jimmy Page or Santana or Jeff Beck. There's quite a lot of variety on the album. There might be one style that someone likes. Just download that bit. If you like a bit of like kind of Irish mixed with jazz, then there's one song I've got for that. If you want a blues thing, there's another song.
Thank you very much, everybody.